Yep, 14 degrees. Time to go camping. Yep. Well, here we are, back out in Cuivre River. It's cold. There's a very light snow, and we're going winter camping. We'll see how that goes. Right now, I'm moving along a connector between the Big Sugar Trail and the Lone Spring Trail. I'm going to go check down the other backpacking site on the Lone Spring Trail, see what that looks like, and then come back up and stay at the backpacking campsite that's near the trailhead, just in case it gets too cold tonight. It's supposed to get down to I believe the low teens. Who knows what the wind chill will be. I brought enough crap with me, I think, to survive. So a bit overkill, but first winter camping and first solo camp tonight. So we'll see how things go. So stick around, more action coming up next. So we're continuing down the Lone Spring Trail, and had a good little gust of snow come in for about 5-10 minutes. It was pretty thick, but it tapered off, and there's been a few patches of blue sky, but I think it's supposed to snow again tonight a little bit and possibly turn to rain in the morning. So we'll see. Tonight is going to be the coldest. Tomorrow night should be marginally warmer. I think both nights though are below freezing. So we're following this trail here with yellow blazes, and I'm coming across a lot of tracks. This particular track, and I don't know if that's getting picked up or not. It's canine of some sort, and they're kind of coming on the trail and then going off the trail. He's heading down into that this valley here where there's probably a creek in the spring and summer. So we're gonna keep cruising along here. Eventually I think we'll turn around. I don't know if we'll make it all the way to the campsite or not. It's taking a little bit longer than I thought it would, but the terrain is a little rough, as you can see, with a 40-pound pack on your back. So we'll see how far we can get, and then we're going to head back to the other campsite and get set up. Well, we've just crossed over Highway KK, which sort of separates the park, and now we've passed the trailhead for the Lone Spring Trail. So we're about halfway to that campground. I figure it'll probably take me about another 45 minutes or so if I don't lollygag. I ran across one set of human prints on that last section of the trail. Kind of popped onto the trail out of the woods, and then did the same thing for no rhyme or reason, popped back off the trail. Now, this particular trail section, there's a group out hiking. I can tell because there's a lot of footprints. They've got a sled and some dog prints too, so I suspect I may run across them possibly. And you may have noticed that my headgear has changed. I'm trying out different things. I'm getting a little overheated, but if I lose the fleece, then I'm going to get too chilled. So I need to work on my layering a little bit better, possibly get some sort of wind shirt. But this, my friends, is a buff. It is a merino wool buff, and I'm wearing it in hat mode. It has multiple modes. You can go to, I don't know, I think it's howtotieabuff.com or something like that. Thing's awesome. Use it as a face. You can wear it as a balaclava. You can wear it as a hat. You can wear it like as a do-rag or whatever. And it also, oddly enough, goes around your neck, and it's warm. I've worn it since I got it for Christmas, and it's top-notch, good piece of gear to get. So anyway, we're gonna keep hiking along, and we'll see what else we can find out here at the Cuivre River State Park. Well, we've come to the spring, and the trail moves up to the right here, and you can see there's water flowing, and here's the spring right here. I'm sure the snow is helping it go well, and the other backpacking camp is just around here somewhere, so we'll find that. Let's see where that is. But it's nice that there's this water source right here. Lots of woodpeckers out here. I hear them everywhere. A bench. So, somewhere up there is the backpacking camp. I came across those people that were on the trail, and I was wrong about kids in the sled. It looks like it was a pulk, because I saw one full of gear tied up to a tree, but I didn't see anybody around. So they must be up there somewhere. Perhaps they went up to the backpacking camp instead of coming around this direction. So we'll go out there, find the camp, and check it out. Well, we're continuing on the trail, and we stopped at the other campsite. And there was a group there, about 10 people or so, from the zombie squad.com guys. So another forum is out here representing. And so it's pretty much like the other ones. You know, got the fire pit with the grill. Had some logs around for sitting, which is pretty nice. So that was about the halfway mark on the loop, so I just decided might as well do the rest of the loop. So it's about 20 to 2 right now. So I'm hoping I can make it back to that other campsite in about an hour and a half or so. And that should give me a little bit of daylight to get my shelter set up and start collecting some firewood. So, but it's beautiful. The clouds have gone away for the most part, Blue skies are kind of out there, and the sun is shining. Warmed up a little bit, but I'm in this little valley right now, and when the wind blows through, it's certainly chilling. All this snow on the ground, but the trail has no footprints, not even the deer. So we're breaking ground. Interesting feature is this grove of cedar trees. Just kind of all the hardwoods over there, and then you just kind of come into this grove of cedar trees, and it gets really dark. Some large bird over there. But I'm chilled for sure. I stripped off my fleece, but you know, it's a fine line between sweaty and you know, chilled. So I'm not really sure what to do, but the road is right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop up on the road, which is a little bit more even terrain, and book it down to the trailhead for where I originally started, and then I'll go down to the backpacking camp. Mainly because it's about 2:30, and I was hoping to get there about 3 so I could get my tent set up, start gathering firewood, preparing for the snowpocalypse or whatever is supposed to happen tonight. But there's that little cedar grove, just little pockets of them, I guess, because I ran into that on a different trail out here last time. So we're gonna keep going down the trail, and we'll get back. All right. So we have a twig bundle here, and we have a little bit of twigs here. We got a bunch of wood. So we're just gonna light up this Vaseline ball here. I know it's cheating, but it's cold, and it ain't cheating if you get a fire. Alright, well that kind of went out, so now I'm going to cheat. And I got, I had some tinder that I brought with me, so I know it's dry. And I also put a couple chunks of fat wood up on top, and that should burn long enough to dry some of this twig bundle out and get it rolling. So that should get going, and we'll have to replenish the tinder next time. So it's getting cold, sun's going down, so I gotta get this fire going, otherwise I'm gonna freeze my butt off. Well, that worked. So anyway, here we are. Give you a quick idea of what's going on. I set my tent up right over here so I could get a little bit of heat. you know, possibly come out of my tent and warm up. I got the old crest trail hanging over there. The sun's setting. Trail's down there somewhere. And the battery's about to die and it's getting cold, so I'm going to make some food and get on with things. Well, here we are. It's after dark. I've had dinner. I had some tea. The fire is still going. I'm quite impressed with myself. I'm never very good at fires. I got to work on that. I moved my tent behind me because the wind was blowing ash onto the tent and I didn't want to burn a hole into it. Unfortunately, I put my gaiters out at the end of the fire pit to dry, and the wood popped and dropped an ember on one of them, burned a hole through it. I could fix it. I mean, they're just DIY gaiters anyway. So I'm just kind of drying my boots out, and I'm going to read up a book. I have Forager's Harvest, and then I'm going to go to bed in an hour or so, which will be very early for me, but I'm tired. And then tomorrow we start day 2, so we'll pack back up and we'll move to a different location. Haven't decided where. We're going to meet up with a couple other people possibly, and so hopefully we will survive the night. So far I'm doing alright. I'm not cold. We'll see how that goes with the sleep bag and what the temperature gets to. So until tomorrow, y'all take care. It's about 7:30 in the morning. I've been up for a couple hours. The night was long, very cold. I think it got down to about 12, 14 degrees. This is a bit rough when your bag is designed for 35. The fleece liner that I made really helped out a lot, so we'll see how it works tonight. It's supposed to be a little bit warmer. So I'm just gonna boil up some water here, and I think I'm gonna try to make some bannock on a stick, and we'll see how that goes. So stick around. There it is. Bannock with raisins and brown sugar. So 1 cup of flour, 1 teaspoon baking powder, 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, and raisins. We'll see how it comes out, if it doesn't fall off the stick. Well, the bannock did not survive. It fell into the fire while I was gathering snow to melt and make water. So we will have a little ash cake there. Maybe a little bit off of that. Not sure. There's a big chunk back there that fell in the thing. I'm not sure the best way to keep it on the stick. I've seen people use a plank, so that's probably the best option. Anyway, we're gonna keep moseying along, doing stuff. So I'm striking my camp. There's my tent. Alps Mountaineering Zephyr 2. Had quite a bit of condensation on the inside, which is to be expected. It's only a 3-season tent. Couple tricks I just figured I'd point out. I have this sunshade material that I use to make my pot cozies, and I brought it along as a sit kneel pad, and I also supplement my thermal rest and Walmart close-cell foam sleeping pads. But it's kind of useful to put your gear on when you're packing up. And I also like to hang my pack from a tree. So what I have is some nylon webbing that I used to make a compression strap for my tent. Kind of shrink the size a little bit. So I just wrap that around the tree when I get to camp, and hang my pack. Makes it easier to load and keeps it off the ground. So we're just going to finish up boiling some water here. we've got a full bottle, so we're just boiling that up, and then we're going to head on back to the trailhead and see if we can't meet a couple other folks. So we'll catch you later. Well, I trekked back to the trailhead, back to my car, made sure it was still here, and I checked my messages to see if the other guys are coming, and it looks like nobody else is coming out for this event, this little outing. So I'm going to pack it in and head back home and do a little work on some gear and some other projects since I have a free day. So I appreciate you guys watching this video and coming along for this little jaunt. And there'll be many more in the future, I hope. So stick around. Thanks for watching.